Welcome back to the Coyote Country Homestead. I've got a whole bunch of projects that I want to do this summer with my mini excavator. A lot of those are grading projects, so I need to cut into the ground and smooth it out in very wide areas. That kind of has a fine level of motor control that I don't have enough hours on the excavator yet to consider myself a qualified enough operator to tackle some of those. I really need to get some more stick time with some projects that don't need that level of finesse. And so one of the things that jumps out at me as a good opportunity to get stick time is stump removal. That's largely just about cutting a big hole in the ground and really kind of playing with each stump is going to be unique depending on its root structure. That seems like a good way to get some stick time. I've got a bunch of stumps that I need to have removed. That is kind of the same thing. Some of those require a little finesse. So I'm going to start with this one right here. This is that old willow tree, that old rotten willow tree that almost fell on me last year. I'm going to say it almost fell on me. I cut it the wrong way and almost dropped it on myself is the more correct way to say that. So I'll link to that here if you want to go back and see that. But now that this is out, or the tree's been cut down, I want to get the stump out of here. And this area that we're working in today, it's out down on a corner of my property. It's away from all the utilities. It's away from the house. It's away from anything that should get in the way. I don't have too many nearby trees with root structures that are going to be in here. So even though this is a pretty large stump, it seems like one of the easier stumps to tackle as far as getting it dug out. I don't know, I may eat those words before this is all done. It's still a very large stump. So, I mean, we're probably talking about digging a hole that's 10 to 12 feet in diameter before we get it all removed. I don't really need to pull the whole thing out, and that's going to be my approach for probably all of the stumps, is I really only need to get 8 to 12 inches below the ground where I can fill in the soil. If I could get the whole stump out, that's bonus, but I mean, I'm not going to be religious about that. The idea is to get so that it's not in the way and so that I can grow grass on it and that kind of stuff. So this is the project we're going to tackle today. I've got the mini excavator up in the garage. I'm going to drive that down right now. I've got my tractor here too, because this seems like it's going to be a lot easier to move with the bucket once I finally get it out. Anyway, that's the project. Let's get started. All right, so we've done a good amount of work here and excavated all around this. This thing is not budging. This has got, you can see already, I mean, if I want to get out of the shadow, but you know, looking down into this area right here, I have a massive root that's still going down probably several feet below that. Over here, I can see another one that right here, this one, whoops, right there. This is, I mean, I haven't even begun to get into that yet. So obviously this thing extends quite a bit more below the surface. This is as deep as I feel like I need to go. Oh, if I jump down into the hole, I mean, you can see we're very deep here. So what I would like to do is get a shovel, and I'm gonna clean off as much of this dirt as I can so that I don't dull at my chainsaw blade any more than I have to, but I think I'm gonna get after this with a chainsaw and try and get this thing cut off. Probably cut it into as many chunks as I have to move it easily. And once I get it down to pretty much where you saw these roots start to flare out, that'll be enough for me. I'll fill this hole in, and I think we can get stuff to grow back here. And you know, it's not like I plan to be planting a flower bed or doing other digging in here that's going to be in the way. So enjoy the excavator, but I guess I'm gonna have to spend a little bit of time with the shovel as well. So that's the next step, and then we'll work on the chainsaw work. I've still got some more mud to get off the sides, mud and dirt to get off the sides of these. I brought down my bigger Ryobi chainsaw. I'm gonna try not to use the Stihl for this because obviously I'm gonna be sacrificing a chainsaw blade for the cause here. I feel like I think it's sharp enough that I'll be okay, but when it's done, I'll definitely have to sharpen it all up. I wanna start quartering and cutting this thing into sections so I can get this out of here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and quarter it down to the dirt level where there's still quite a bit of dirt on there, and then see if that gives me a better idea of where I still need to remove dirt. That'll be the problem with the battery powered chainsaw, is I'm just gonna go through batteries too fast. So I probably will end up having to break the steel out on this. It's doing a good job. It's just, this is really more work than they're designed for. There's a pretty good sized rock here. Get exposed, but I'm trying to determine if that has grown into the stump or if I just haven't removed enough dirt yet. If that's too much, if that gets to be too much effort, I may have to get back in here with the mini excavator and start digging around it. Nah, it's gonna come. I can see it moving already. Whew, yeah, that is a big rock. I think it's a big old piece of concrete. I'm always surprised to get into. I mean, down here at the corner of my property, I don't know, several hundred yards away from my house. And this used to be an old pond that then dried up. It wasn't a pond before, sometime before we bought it stopped being a pond. But I don't know, maybe this is just stuff they threw in there in the pond. Yeah, that's pretty good. And again, that's really about as deep as I want to go with it. So Let's start quartering this again. I'm going to fire up the excavator and I'm going to pull a little bit more soil away from this because I do need enough room to get the chainsaw on its side and get the bar flat once I get down there. And I don't think I have as much room as I'd like over here. I'm probably going to cut out a section of root here. I need to see about this other one. I think I'm okay on that. I think that should have me down low enough. I just need to clear a little bit more soil off of here. So again, I don't abuse the chainsaw blade any worse than I have to, but I think that saved me a little bit of time. Well, I think I got this where I want it. This seems low enough to me. The soil level is up here, stump level's down here. That gives us at least 12 inches of soil on top of it. I don't think I'll ever see this thing again, and that's my goal. So I need to get all of these pieces that I cut up into the tractor bucket, get those put up onto the burn pile, and then I'm gonna go ahead and use the tractor to get this all filled in, and that should be it for this project. Hope I can get this all in one load, but we'll see. That may be optimistic. I don't know if this is totally the finished grade on this. I'd like to have some rain come through and let this settle in just a little bit more, but I think this is packed down pretty solid. Able to use the blade on the back of the tractor to kind of really smooth this out. I'm really happy. I don't, you know, another week or two goes by, you're never going to be able to probably tell that there's even a stump here, and that's exactly what I wanted. So I don't care that there's a little bit of it under the ground still. That'll rot over time, and like I said, I don't plan to be digging in this area anyway. So that's it for this one. Hey, do me a favor, click like, click subscribe. Subscribe won't cost you any money, and we won't send you anything, but it does help me grow the channel. And other than that, this has been a big success. My name's Chris. Thank you for joining us out here at the Coyote Country Homestead. I sure do appreciate it, and we'll talk to you next time.